guys, Jessica with Southern Sparrow. Let's talk today about live versus dead tiles. So let's say that it's my turn and I draw a tile. Okay, I'm going to discard my tile on my turn. I'm going to discard East Wind. When I discard it, I always say its name. And when I discard it and say East Wind, that's the live tile. Every other discarded tile is dead. When I discard East Wind, that's live. Okay. That's live versus dead tiles. Now, let's talk, should you rack or should you tap your drawn tile? Let's talk about it. Okay, let's say that someone else just discarded this East Wind. If someone discarded the East Wind, that's the live tile. Now it's my turn to draw. I'm gonna draw my tile. What I should do right away is rack it into the sloped side of my rack. As soon as it touches this sloped side of my rack, this East Wind that was previously discarded is dead. Meaning, no one else at the table can say, pause call, I want that. That East Wind is no longer up for grabs once I've put my tile into the rack here. Okay, what if I draw a tile and I sit and think about it for a while? Do I want this tile? I don't know. Well, that gives everyone else the opportunity at the table to think about the previously discarded East Wind and realize that they need it for their hand and say, pause call. So if I'm sitting here with my drawn tile and I have not touched it to my rack and I haven't discarded it to make it the new live tile, I'm leaving this tile out there live while I sit and ponder. So you draw a tile, you rack it, or the other way to kill the previously discarded tile is to draw and say, East Wind, I don't want that either. Okay? So there's two ways to kill the previously live tile. So this person next to me discards the East Wind. That's the live tile. I can kill that tile, meaning I can make it so no one else can call it by either drawing my tile and racking it in the slope section of my rack, or drawing my tile and discarding my tile. Now that's the live tile. Okay? If I draw my tile and sit and think, that gives everybody else the opportunity to call that previously discarded tile, and I don't have anything to do except for go, oh man. So what happens if I drew a joker and I'm just sitting there thinking, lucky me, I got a joker, and all of a sudden someone calls that East that was sitting out there because I never racked my joker. Well, all of a sudden I have to put that joker back in the wall and know that the next person's gonna get it as their drawn tile. So when you draw, rack it right away, just as a force of habit. You can always stick it in your sloped rack and then say, oh, I don't want it, and throw it as your discard to end your turn. But if you sit there and think about it, and someone else realizes that they wanted the previously discarded tile and you haven't racked it, they can still call that tile and you have to put your drawn tile back, even if it's something you needed for your hand. Hope that helps. Leave me any questions in the comments. Happy Mahjong, y'all.